What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have episode 50 of the Vikings franchise. Swear to God, it was just yesterday when I started this channel, and I'm already 50 videos in. Crazy how time flies. But anyway, last episode, we had probably one of the most all-around best performances on the channel. 34-0 against the Lions. An absolute destruction of that team, led by none other than Tyrone Bullard. The defense, of course, playing a huge part of that, but the play of Bullard the last 2 weeks has really turned things up for us. No longer does it feel like we're out of games by the first half ending because we just can't move the ball. Will it keep going? I don't know. But I do know that I'm enjoying it right now. And today we're taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're currently sitting at 12-2. They are at 9-5. Looking at the playoff picture as of this week, you can see that the Steelers are in as the 3rd seed in the AFC. Next week, we take on the number 1 seed Chiefs. We just beat the number 6 seed Lions. So we have a very tough couple of weeks here. 2 of the AFC opponents, the 3rd and the 1st seed, a very good test for us and a good test for Tyrone Bullard. And I'm really curious to see if we can carry our momentum from these last few weeks into this game today. I've already went ahead and did the training. We have a very simple approach. We want to try to rush for 150. We want to try and get to Josh Franklin and not let him get too comfortable. And we want to protect the ball. There isn't really much else to talk about. You know, we are at the end point of the season. There's not much to talk about contract-wise, trade-wise. That's been done for a while. Let's take a look and see if there's any more stories for the college players. Yes, there is. I forgot. This is the time of year where the best position group awards get handed out. It looks like we have our first one. Texas Tech tight end Kyrie Hughes was awarded best tight end this year in college football. And now another one of those guards gets some recognition. Cole Cameron, one of the top 3 that we were looking at, gets the best guard award. Earl Kitchen wins best center. We didn't really look at that too much, but hey, good for him. And then it was the ones that we've already seen. Any reactions? Nope, nothing new there. Taking a look at the taking a look at the prospects now that we are heading closer and closer to the end of the season. Things are starting to really separate themselves here. And as you're looking, the beautiful thing is some of these other guys getting all this recognition has really pushed CLAYTON JENKINS down. Oh, he's at 100%. When the heck did that happen? Oh, guys, I'm dropping the ball like crazy here. I didn't even know that happened. All of these guys, oh, they did that update, didn't they? They did. They did that last update in the franchise update where they increased how much you get for positions, like percentage-wise. So that means that all of the guys that we were looking at already have gone up in percentages. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Look at this. We know what all of these guys are. So it looks like Cameron, Clements, and Chamberlain are all considered round 1 to 2. Nobody is above anybody else when it comes to actual talent. And looking down here, you can see that there is not a single soul down here worth looking at. Looks like there's a potential UDFA that could be a mid-round guy, Cody Walker. We even know 75% of the centers. Oh, guys, this is awesome. And now even the guys we didn't look at are 50%. This is some good stuff here. Dom Cook's up to 75% now. We also know a little bit more about some of these middle linebackers. Bowie, Streets, Waters, Allman. I think that was all of them. Oh, and then Spencer Carter way down here. And Cesar Camarillo. And now we know what we need to know about these guys. So look at this. CLAYTON JENKINS is listed as a top 5 talent. Man-to-man corner. Let's look at what all of his stuff says right now. Skills. B awareness. B man coverage. A block shedding. C play rec. A catching. B press. B hit power. A stamina. I don't like the D injury, but I'm starting to lean a little bit away from that. I feel like it's not as serious as they make it out to be. B tackle, B kick return, and C zone coverage. Top 5 talent. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And then looking down here, Leland Hunter and Roy Bin still round 1 talent. So at the end of the day, if something falls, we have other options. This one has better injury, but stamina is a D. Everything else looks pretty on par. Play rec is the same, man the same, zone the same. Awareness is a B. What was Jenkins' awareness? He also has a B. So almost identical looking stats aside from the injury, but he also has better stamina. And then to look at Roy Bin's, C zone, B man, B awareness, A catching, B injury, D stamina, C press, C play rec. So he's actually right around the same amount as them too, except he has great to elite speed. But I don't know if I want to try to pass up Clayton Jenkins. Now we know that he's top 5 talent. I mean, we have the draft picks to go up and get him, I think. Plus, with some of the players that I want to trade, there's no way we cannot secure him if we want to. I'm really happy about that. I didn't know that was going to happen. The really cool part is now we can focus on some other players for the last bit of the upgrades parts. You know, like when we get the 3 focus players or whatever it is, or private workouts, I mean, we can focus on other guys now. So that's awesome. So now we know a lot more about the corners at hand. And speaking of that now, let me go back. I got so excited about seeing the 100% that I forgot to look at the prospects chart here. So altogether, they have McCain at the top guy. Marcus McElroy is right there as well, of course. Christian Clark, Kyle Barnett, Nick Stocker, Jacob McAllister, Jaden Green, Lewis Holly, Tremaine Abbott, Justin Penn, Jose Reese, Quincy Taylor, Cole Cameron, who we also know. We got to look at this guy too, Cole Cameron. This is the guy who won the best guard of the season. He has some really good stats, but then his pass blocking is a D along with his injury. I'm not a big fan of that, but everything else is perfect, A's and B's. And you don't even see Clayton Jenkins till way down at 18. Now, of course, there's going to be guys in between here that nobody's going to want or something like that, or they're just not going to fit the guys picking. But we at least know now that it's feasible, not having to, drop down so far to get one of those picks. Great elite. He looks pretty good. Ah, he looks good too. He doesn't have any of the D's there. All C's, A's, and B's. I like it. Nick Clements might be the guy. Let's see, where's the other guy? I'm just curious to see what Dom Cooks is all about. Wow, a lot of A's. A play rec, A block shedding, A impact block, B tackle, A stamina, B pursuit. Courtney Bowie, that's one of the linebackers we were looking at. Oh, he's got B man coverage. And C zone. But Courtney Bowie is somebody who can cover. Brandon Leonard is a deep threat, go figure. Half the receivers that come out of these draft class are deep threats. And we know nothing about his actual catching stuff. Okay, here's the last guard, Jamie Chamberlain. All right, so he has a lot of a couple A's, a few C's, a couple B's. Then he has F injury and D stamina. Okay, so far it looks like Clements is our best bet, in my opinion. We don't know much about him. We know his man coverage is a C, which isn't bad. I'm curious to see what some of those later linebackers are, like Eddie Walters, who's listed as a pass coverage guy. Eddie Waters, not Walters. Come on, guy. But we don't know anything about his coverage. So that might be a guy we could look at. Yeah, there's a few more guys now. This really opens things up, though, for us to be able to really pinpoint some more prospects. I think we're good on corner now. I know who I want. You guys know who I want. I want Clayton Jenkins, man. He's 6'3", 193 pounds. He's a top 5 talent. I want him. All right? I mean, him or Hunter. But there's something about that top 5 that makes, obviously it's saying he's a better prospect. But does that mean he's a better prospect and he has a development? Does it mean he's just one overall better? I don't know that, but I do know that he's better than Leland Hunter. We know that enough to understand. I wonder how McCain is looking. I mean, he says he's going to be top 5, so... Oh, he's got A zone and B man. Okay. And A awareness. Wow. Jalen McCain, he might be one we want to look at too. You never know. We can go get whoever we want. I mean, if we wanted to, we could get rid of both of our picks, trade up with those 2 firsts, and land whoever the heck we want in the first round. Now, luckily for me, I feel like we're going to be able to get Jenkins without actually having to trade those picks, and I'm going to show you guys why. And no, before I show you this, it has nothing to do with the trade that I did. All right? I did not see this coming. The Dolphins are 3-11, guys. I know. This is supposed to be one of the best teams in the AFC. It was the last 2 years, but something happened to them this year. Zachary Farr went down, and I didn't even catch it. I'll admit I didn't pay attention enough to them, I guess. And we traded Brian O'Neill. I think it was like a 3rd or 4th round pick, and Alexander Madison to the Dolphins. That was to replace Ruben Thomas, who was hurt and on IR, and also give them a right tackle, because that was one of the only spots they didn't have covered, was the right tackle position. The rest of their line was pretty good. But apparently that injury to Zachary Farr just tilted them off the deep end, because they have lost, look at their streak, they've lost 8 in a row. So that at one point when we made that trade in week 6, week 7, they were 3-3. And now they're 3-11. So that loss of Farr derailed their whole season. And you want to know what? Now I look like a genius out of it, because we're about to probably get a top 5 pick. Let's see where they're currently standing. Yeah, number 4. Number 4. So we can get Clayton Jenkins. We're going to have a great draft, man. I can't wait. But before we get all excited about the draft, before we talk about the offseason, we have some games ahead of us and a playoff run to do. So let's go ahead. Let's introduce ourselves to these Steelers, because we have not seen them yet on this channel. And then we're going to get to the game. The Steelers are led by Josh Franklin. You heard me mention him before when I was talking about our goals. And if you're not familiar, if you weren't here early on, this was one of the first quarterbacks drafted in this series altogether. Obviously not on our team, but Josh Franklin was drafted by the Steelers after our first season. He's coming up on his rookie deal. I think he was already re-signed. I'm pretty sure he was. And he's having a good year. 3,400 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 97.5, just shy of that 100 QBR rating. But overall, he's having a pretty good year. You wish the completion percentage was a little bit better, but 64 is actually pretty accurate with the rest of the league. Rushing, they have Najee Harris. In our world, he's one of the best running backs. 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, averaging over 5 yards a carry. And they like to give him the ball. 257 carries so far this year. He has worked his way up to a 94 overall. Such a shame they don't have his actual face in here. The former Chicago Bear, Tariq Cohen, is the Pittsburgh Steelers running back. He's been here for quite a few years now. I think he was here originally. He's got 6 touchdowns on the year, 285 yards. Receiving, Deontay Johnson is still a Pittsburgh Steeler, and he is still their leading receiver, 891 yards, but not by much. Fellow OG of our channel for the Steelers, Chase Claypool, he is leading by quite a few in touchdowns. Well, I guess not, only to Johnson. But he's the leading receiver for touchdowns with 7, and he's 20 yards shy of the lead on the team. Pat Freiermuth is what we're going with. He's got 5 touchdowns, 657 yards. Ben Wagner, a guy who came onto the team with Josh Franklin, has turned into a pretty good receiver himself. 598 yards, 6 touchdowns. He is up to an 80 overall physical receiver, 6'2", 217 pounds. TJ Watt, still being a beast. 7 sacks, 2 interceptions for him on the year. Alex Highsmith, 6 sacks. Joel Burrow, 5.5. Matthew Ioannidis, 5. Devin Bush, 3. Timmy Henley, 2.5. Maurice Hurst, 2. And then a couple guys with half a sack. Terrell Edmonds right now is the starting strong safety. He is playing for the injured Ronnie Harrison Jr. And he's leading the team also with 3 interceptions. Taking a look at what they have done with their schedule as of late, going back to week 9, they went on a 4-game win streak. dropped 2 of the last 3, and then last week they finally got back on the winning side, beating the Raiders 31-10. The Raiders, of course, another playoff team. I believe they're still in the playoff hunt. And now this week, we're going to take them on Thursday night. That's all I got for you guys. We got some Thursday night football action going on, and I think that means we're going to have to wear the color rushes once again. Let's get down to the field and take on these Steelers. First time taking on the Steelers on the channel. We are in Pittsburgh. We got the all whites on today for the color rush theme. Steelers decided not to join us in the color rush, but hey, whatever. First time wearing these uniforms, I think, on the channel. We've worn the all whites, but not the ones with the white socks, and that's pretty much the only thing. White shoes, too. But hey, it's time for some football. Playoff implications. We're still searching for that NFC North title. We're still searching for #1 seed. Steelers trying to cling on to, I believe, the 5th seed, or the 3rd seed right now. So can they keep that up? Can they knock us off our win streak? Or can we continue really doing what we need to do on offense? Bullard has been a really breath of fresh air for us, and hopefully we can build off of last week and continue to dominate. Pittsburgh's going to start things off today on offense. Josh Franklin coming out. We looked over his stats before we got into this game. We got to make sure we can hold their receivers in check, but we also want to make sure that we do not let Najee Harris do whatever he wants. So our goal today is to shut down the run. Hopefully we can do what we did last week, like I said earlier, 1st and 10. Shotgun, they're going to go right to Najee on the first carry. He plows forward to the 23, a gain of 4. Last week, getting over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has been their bell cow, of course. 2nd down and 6 for Franklin. 3 receivers split out to the right side. And another handoff. Oh, Harris puts the stiff arm to Jeremy Chin, and he'll pick up 2 yards before meeting Antoine Whitehead. Everybody's in the whites today. Going to be hard to tell who's who down there. 3rd and 5. Franklin going over the right side, and it is just dropped. Tyrone Bullard coming out. Man, he has come onto this team and really just turned things around for us. Everything seems to go smoother with him at the helm, and hopefully that continues today for a 3rd straight week. 1st down, we are going to open up in the shotgun. 3 receivers split out, and we're going to go hand off to Glover. Glover met right away at the line. They'll say he got a yard, but he really didn't. 2nd and 10, offset eye. And they're going to go back to him this time on the other side, and they are ready for it. This time it's going to go for a loss as Devin Bush in the backfield. Not a good way to start. And now 3rd and 11, we're going to have to go to the air. Bullard under pressure immediately, and he gets hit, and he loses the ball. And it's going to be a pickup and score for Pittsburgh. And right away, their defense coming through with a huge play. All right, so that drive definitely did not go how we envisioned opening this game. But the Steelers' defense has always been something to be concerned with, and apparently that's no different a few years in the future in our own little universe. Now let's see if Bullard can get things back under control. Hand off to Glover, and once again, Glover not able to get through that line very well. And Glover, what in the world is happening to our team right now? That was the weirdest glitch I've ever seen, and then Glover started running backwards. Very uncharacteristic of us. 3rd and 11 now. And we're going to empty him out. Bullard's going to have to throw it. Hopefully we get some protection up front. We get some better protection this time. He's going deep down the right side. He's got a man one-on-one, but it's incomplete and intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick off the tip. Man, we are running into a buzzsaw in Pittsburgh right now. Franklin on 1st down, back to pass it. Pressure coming, he gets rid of it and overthrows his receiver Johnson. Under pressure again, he gets rid of it to Freiermuth, and we force a fumble and miss it twice. Oh my God. We had a chance at the recovery 2 times and missed it both times. Oh boy. This is one of those games that's going to test the will of this team. 3rd and 3. Got to look for a run here. Delayed handoff to Harris. No, they're going to throw it. Franklin's got time. That time's running out, but he gets rid of it just in time, and it's thrown out of bounds. Tyrone Bullard finally threw his first interception, and it was off a tip pass, so we really can't even blame him too much. I mean, yeah, it was a covered, tightly contested play, but it's not like he threw it right to the defender. Now, first down. We need to get our bearings back here. Handoff, Glover, and Glover once again just wrapped up. This defense is not giving an inch on the ground. And I'll be honest, that's going to be my fault if that's the case, because I decided I wanted us to try to run it and get that established. Bullard steps up, throws, he's got a man. It's Peoples, and Peoples get out to the 23, our first positive play of the day. And it goes for 8 yards and a first down. And we're going to go back to the ground game. Glover, a little bit of a crease there, gets 5. 6 carries for 5 yards. Man, talk about a rough start. Bullard to throw again. Lets it go, and he's got Williams. And Williams is going to get us another first down. 2 tight ends, split to the left. Jefferson in motion. Jefferson's going to take the handoff, but the Steelers do not fall for it. Nobody ever falls for that play. And now we're going to go back to Glover, and Glover tries to do some weird cut move. I don't know what it was, and it ends up making him get caught up by the line, and now it's 3rd and 8. Once again, 3rd and long. Play action and another sack. First down once again for Pittsburgh. Handoff to Harris, and Harris has a huge lane up the middle. We just got out of sorts early, and now we're sort of reeling. We're sitting on our heels. Handoff to Harris again, and this time we're ready. McElroy and Curl teaming up on the stop. Only a gain of 2. But we really need to make a play on defense here. Our offense is struggling. Another handoff. 3rd straight one to Harris, and this time we're ready for it again. Still gets a gain of 2, bringing up 3rd and 6 now. Franklin scanning. He's going deep down the left side. Mike Hughes in coverage, and it's incomplete. And now we're going to have to start things way back on our own 5. A nice punt for the Steelers. And we're going to go to Oscar Pitts here, and Pitts finding ways up the field, and somehow, what the world just happened? He fumbled the ball, and all of a sudden Irv Smith comes flying out of the pile with the ball in his hand. I hope that stands. What a crazy play. He fumbled there. I don't know if he was down or not. And then look at Irv Smith just take off with the ball. I mean, if not for Edmonds, that might have been a touchdown. Let's see. Do we get a review? No review. Those are the kind of lucky plays you sometimes need to get things back on track. 1st and 10, pitch to... Oh, boy. That was the dumbest decision. I don't like pitch plays. I think they need to be taken out of the game if the game can't code them properly, and they don't know how to code them properly. 2nd and 16. Maybe that was our payback for getting off on a free fumble advancement. 2nd and 16. 3 tight ends. We're going to go on the ground again. Yep, handoff, and Glover finds a big lane out across the 30 to the 32. And make it a much more manageable 3rd and 5. I'm not a big fan of running on 2nd and 16, but if it works, it works. I can't complain too much. Bullard back, pressure coming, gets rid of it, caught by Smith, and he's out to the 39, a first down. Closing in at the end of the first quarter here. Bullard back. Quick throw outside. Whiting makes the catch, and he's going to be out of bounds, but got ourselves 2nd and 10 to open up the second quarter. Hopkins taking a big drop back. He's going to the left, and he's got a man. It's Whiting across midfield down to the 43-yard line. Nice play there. Keep that momentum going. Bullard going to go to Glover. Glover's got a nice lane, a big crease, thanks to Quentin Nelson, and he'll get down to the 36. Uh-oh. Going over the middle, and oh no, another interception. He was looking for Jefferson and Minkah Fitzpatrick again. just undercuts the route. He didn't put it up high enough. You see there, he just undercuts it. You got to put that ball up higher out in front. Only where Jefferson can get it, and Bullard just doesn't deliver it. And sometimes you're going to see that kind of play out of a young quarterback. We saw that out of Hopkins when he was still, you know, a rookie. 1st and 10, and almost get a sack of our own Kevin Menical, pushing the pile back. Unable to get there in time, incomplete. 2nd down. Franklin throws it out to Najee Harris, diving forward, and I think, no, just short, 3rd and inches. You know they're going to run it here. Oh, no, they're going to pass it. And he's got a man. It's Deontay Johnson down inside the 40. Handoff, Harris up the middle, stiff arm to Chin. Chin's getting beat up today, man. Gain of 3 at the end of it. Delayed handoff, and Whitehead is not having it. Brings him down. 3rd and 10 coming up. This is like our last spot to hopefully stop them from adding points. But we need a play from our defense here. 3rd down, 10 to go. Pressure coming. He gets it off, and it's incomplete. Great play there where they're going to try the long field goal altogether. It's going to be a 56-yard attempt. It's up, and he's got the leg. But it's wide to the left and no good. This is the kind of situation that you have to take advantage of when you're down. 1st and 10. Bullard. Looking. He's going to air it out deep. Down the right side. He's got a man in the end zone, and it's tipped in the air. Incomplete. Kasim Watkins on the coverage of Timmy Peoples. And he just did a great job defending the ball there. 2nd down. Another throw. Bullard. And he's going to take it and give it to Oscar Pitts, who gets cut down after a short gain of 2. Joel Burrell, the defensive tackle, hurt on the play. And now another 3rd and long. We have been putting ourselves in some very tough situations today of having to get certain yardage, and I don't like it. Bullard looking, stepping up, and he tries to run, but Whitley does not hold on to his block, and TJ Watt gets his 1st sack of the day. 3rd sack for the Steelers, and we're going to have to punt it away again. Thanks to the great punt by A.J. Cole, and then the bad positioning for the Pittsburgh. Now we open up in Pittsburgh territory at the 47, and there goes Glover. A big lane down to the 30. Edmonds lays the boom, but not before he takes off for about 20 yards. 17 to be exact. And now we have it 1st and 10 in scoring range. We just got to protect the ball to get ourselves on the board. Handoff, Oscar Pitts, and Pitts breaks off of 1. Unable to break off the other. Gain of 3 at the end of it all. They'll say 4, but he was given 3 yards. This game is weird. 2nd and 6. Fake handoff, and it is, well, fake end-around handoff to Glover, and he will get down to the 23. 3rd and 3. We're spreading them wide here. Empty backfield for Bullard on 3rd down. A quick throw, and it's caught. Kenny Williams again. Down to the 16-yard line. It would be incredible if we can tie this game up on this drive and sort of erase the crazy first couple of drives for us. Handoff. Glover, he tries to sneak through, but unable to do so thanks to Matthew Ioannidis. 2nd and 8. Pitts checks in. Handoff to him, and once again, no room to run. Pittsburgh really turning it on in the run game. They have not given up much at all, a few plays here and there, but overall they have played very well against the run, something that we usually see out of ourselves. Bullard, blitz is coming, it's picked up nicely to the end zone, touchdown, Kenny Williams. If you blitz and you don't get through, you're going to leave somebody open, and Pittsburgh did just that. It was Kenny Williams over the middle, and we claw ourselves back into this game with a touchdown here late in the first half. 1st down, last drive, we finally were able to crack into the end zone and get ourselves a touchdown. Now we come back out here, and Glover has a big lane again. Breaking through the first line of defense and into the secondary, out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. What can we do here? Jefferson is in motion. We're going to throw it out of this. Bullard stepping up, lets it go. It's caught Jefferson out to the 45. Nice quick throw. Just keep the chains moving. This is what I like when we're throwing the short passes, getting ourselves ahead of the sticks a little bit so that 2nd down is easy and hopefully 3rd down is not even a thing. There we go. Hand off to Glover. 1st down. It's when we run and fail on 1st and then try to run again on 2nd and fail again. It's like, you know, how are we supposed to get there? And there we go. Glover finally getting some running room. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. I love running the ball. It's just I wish that sometimes a game would know when to stop. Glover breaking free, gets flipped up into the air, but I think he got the first. He does. 2nd effort gets us the 1st down. And now we're down to the 40. One more first and we're in field goal range. And it's going to be a handoff. Glover, and he's got that and more. Down to the 29. Great running here on this drive. 18 carries, 80 yards for Antoine Glover today. You got to think if he didn't have those negative plays early on, he might have been up above 100 by now. Bullard throws, caught. It's Timmy Peoples working against Kasim Watkins. Bullard gonna throw it. Lets it go, and oh man, just missed him. Had Jefferson streaking across the field, but just overthrew him. 3rd and inches. Another throw. Quick pass this time. It's Whiting, and he makes the catch. Or was that Williams again? I can't even keep them together now. All the white accessories is confusing the crap out of me with who's making the catches. That was Whiting. Okay, that's what I thought. 1st and 10 from the 14. We still have 51 seconds. Blitz is coming, and this time they get through. And look who it is. It's our former player, Harrison Hand, getting past the coverage or the line and getting a sack. The same exact play they ran the last time we were down here, and we were able to pick it up. This time they make it work for themselves. Great job. Pittsburgh is not afraid to dial up the blitz. They never have been. 2nd and 20 now from the 24. We need some big yards here. Bullard going towards the end zone and misses them again. He had 2 guys and neither one of them were looking at the ball. 3rd and 20. Last chance here for a touchdown before halftime. Bunch set over to the left side. Bullard goes. He's got Peoples, but he's short of the 1st. And we are going to have to settle for a field goal here. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. And it's going to be a handoff to Harris, who gets undercut by Alexander at the 30. One thing that I was really hoping we could do is get some turnovers today. We haven't been able to generate that or any pressure. 0 sacks given up today for Pittsburgh. 2nd and 9, another handoff to Harris, and Harris only able to get a yard. Franklin stepping back, deep pass coming in, going down the field to the left side, and it is caught by Johnson. When you don't get to throw it on the right side, you just throw it on the left side, and that's where Hughes gets bagged. 1st and goal. Pittsburgh now about to score. There it is. Touchdown. Tyrone Bullard has had himself sort of a rough outing. But, you know, I would be lying if I said that I didn't expect this at some point. He's a rookie. He's a 78. And this is his first taste of starting. His 3rd taste, I guess, of starting. So I'm not too surprised, but I'm hoping that he can rally us here in the 4th. Nice throw outside to Jason Johnson. They say he fumbled, but he didn't fumble. That's going to get called back. Yeah, go ahead and celebrate, Bush, but he laid on the ground for a whole 3 seconds before that ball came out. So nice try. So after that, nice catch for Jason Johnson. I decided to try to get him involved a little bit too. 1st and 10. Bullard stepping up. Throws, caught by Irv Smith. Short gain of 6 yards. And we are gonna, I don't know what we're doing. We're not doing anything good. And Bullard throws it away. Play calling today has been a little bit more difficult for us. 3rd and 4. Bullard got time, finds Timmy Peoples open over the middle, and he's going to get out to midfield. First down, hard count, and then handoff to Glover. Glover gets another clear lane to the 40. Finally brought down at the 36-yard line by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Another handoff. Glover with another hole, slipping off of one tackle and down to the 26. What's Bullard got up his sleeve? Quick throw and just misses Irv Smith. So at least that wasn't a sack. 3rd and 1. I say just give it to Glover, try to get this yard. That's what we do, and we get the yard and more, and it's not Glover. It's Jeremiah Rutherford getting it down to the 11 for a pickup of 15 yards. Rutherford stays in the game on first down. This time he's going to be in charge with pass pro. Hopkins going all over the place and just throws it out of bounds. Now Oscar Pitts time. Handoff to Pitts and up the middle and almost gets to the end zone, but he's brought down at the 4-yard line. Bullard over the middle, and he got Kenny Williams for his 2nd touchdown. And we're going to go back on top here midway through the 4th quarter. Beautiful strike through traffic, and Williams was just waiting. Toe drag swagged in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. And I think now we're going to be going for 2. Yeah, right past the defenders. Beautiful throw. Great concentration from Williams. We got 4 split out here for this 2-point try. Bullard goes to the corner, and he's got Jefferson, and we got the 2 points. If there was ever a spot for our defense to step up, it would be this drive here. We have them reeling. We have a 7-point lead. We haven't been able to really get any pressure or force any turnovers. This would be the drive. Franklin hands off to Najee Harris. Harris able to get out to the 32, cut down by Alexander, gain of 7. Now on 2nd and 3, another single back set. Big tight end set as well. 2 of them split off to the right side. Left side, I'm sorry. Handoff, but it goes nowhere. 8th rushing offense today, and we have been able to hold them in check. 3rd and 2. Do they try another run? They have another strong tight end set to the left. No, this time they're going to pass it. Franklin gets rid of it, and he's got Eric Ebron out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. First down. Shotgun formation, handoff to Harris, and Martin Jefferson was there before I think Harris even had the ball. And we'll get a loss of 3 on the play. This time, Franklin's going to throw it. Going to dump down over the middle, and it is caught. It was Wagner on the play. And he'll get out to midfield, leaving it 3rd and 4. They need the 46. Wagner almost gets sacked, but no, we can't get there, and he's going to get the first down. Everybody was standing at the 44 instead of the 46. We probably would have got to stop there if we were standing at the right line marker, but it is what it is. 1st and 10. Franklin, quick drop back. And he's going to throw it off to the right side. Freiermuth makes the catch, falling out of bounds at the 40. Franklin hands it off. Harris cuts it all the way back to the right side, and he's going to get another first down. And now Tariq Cohen checks into the backfield. Franklin's going to throw it, and we finally get a sack. It's Markel Ware. It took us 3 3/4 of a game, but we finally get a sack, and it comes at a very, very good time. Now, can we build off of that? 2nd and 15, you know they have to throw here. We're going to rush 4. Franklin going deep down the right side, incomplete. And now it's 3rd and 15. A stop here would almost force a field or a punt, honestly. I don't know if they're going to try another 58-yarder. Franklin looking, has to throw it, and he does, and oh man. Freiermuth down to the 34, but it's still going to be 4th and 10, and they're going to have to try for a field goal unless they want to go for it. Nope, field goal it is. 51-yard attempt, almost 52. And this will bring him within 4. But he missed it! Wide right! Eddie Pinheiro missing it for a 2nd time. One to the left, one to the right, and we are now about 2 first downs away from walking out of here with another win. We find a way through all the adversity of the first quarter to get back on top and walk out of here with another victory. Tyrone Bullard, man, he couldn't have asked for a worse start to this game. Throws 2 interceptions, gets sacked, lost the fumble, but he found a way. He pulled this team back, and we ended up getting our 13th win of the season. Incredible performance. I mean, obviously the game didn't go our way from the jump, but to see the fight in this team is really what I'm focusing on. And now we're just that much closer to our goal of securing the first seed in the playoffs. Well, we find a way to do it again. Going to Pittsburgh, facing some serious uphill battles early on, but Tyrone Bullard found a way to drive us down the field on a few occasions, throw a couple of touchdown passes, and put us back in front enough for the win. Hats off to the defense as well for stepping up and only holding them to 14 points. We are on a roll, 13-2. Next video, we'll be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs at home this time, so not on the road again. And then we'll finish up on the road in Dallas before the playoffs. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, please make sure that you leave me a like and also let me know what you think of Tyrone Bullard so far. You've seen him for 3 games now. You've seen him at the highs and the lows. What is it looking like for our new quarterback? I think this is the guy for us. Yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and turn on that bell notification so you always know when I upload. And I'll see you guys next time.